Merry Christmas to me. I wonder what that could be. More boxes to rip. Oi! What do we have here from Plusinno? A reel, a rod, some might call that a combo. Ooh, a two-piece combo with that. Ta-da, ta-da. Ooh, that's fairly firm actually. I think I'm gonna go into my fishing lab and assemble. So, obviously I got a new rod reel combo from Plusinno. A nice fishing rod this time, and reel, to give it a shot. So I did that video with the rod storage rack, right? Which I think is a great thing for pretty much any fisherman. I think it's an awesome storage unit. This, I'm undecided yet as to what exactly I'm going to use it for. So it's an ice 2, it's a 28 to, I think it's supposed to be a medium light. It feels a little firmer than a medium light to me. Like this could be, I like a longer rod for walleyes, but this could handle a walleye. Actually, as I read this closer, it says 282M. I'm pretty sure it's a 28.2 medium. So definitely firm enough for walleyes. That's actually firmer than most of my walleye rods. I have mostly medium lights ice fishing. And most of the stuff that Plusinno has, honestly, is, I would say their niche is good quality, low price stuff for the ease of getting into fishing. So if you're a beginner or just a weekender, just want to fish a little bit, it's a good starting point. They got a lot of kits, lure kits, that kind of stuff, so that you can get a lot of stuff in one stop. You don't have to like do a ton of research, do a ton of shopping and searching to find exactly what you're looking for in that sense. So you're probably not going to find like amazing walleye lures and amazing walleye fishing rods, but you will find stuff to get you generally into fishing. And I'm going to see how well this ice rod does on my next trip here in north central Iowa. It does have back reel. It has 3 ball bearings. You can stop the back reel. It's called the Ice 300 reel. Gear ratio 4.2 to 1. Holds 75 yards of line at 4-pound test, mono. I'd say one thing, I don't think, it doesn't feel as smooth as some other reels I've seen, but that may not be the hugest issue in ice fishing, honestly. Like I said, the rod's got a decent amount of backbone. I'm curious to see how sensitive it's gonna be. And if you wanted to get 10% off on this rod, you can go to the link in the description below, and you can use the coupon code BRETTFISH, BRETTFISH. You get a 10% discount. I get a 10% kickback for being an affiliate of Plusinno. So if you're gonna get a rod anyway, and you like the looks of this rod, and you wanna help out my channel a little bit, I would appreciate that. And maybe get a rod rack while you're after it to store your new rod. We're gonna spool it up some mono before hitting the lake tomorrow. I don't like to put too much line on these things because A, I'm not fishing super deep water, and B, the more mono you got on here, the more likely you are to get some nasty memory problems. And if you do get nasty memory problems, you have to restring it, so I don't want to restring that much line in one shot. So I try not to put a ton on there, just enough to get me by. The drag doesn't have that amazing bell sound like some do, which makes for really cool hook set noise, but it still seems to work pretty well. And the best way to test your drag, of course, is to go through from the rod tip. So once I get this threaded, solid drag. Solid. Solid. No, definitely want it a little looser than that. Okay. Now we're gonna tie something on here and rig it up. Put a little quick change snap on there. cinch it up with that uni knot, clip off the tag end. That'll give me the ability to change lures throughout the day. As I'm guessing, I'm going to be fishing some sort of jigging spoon, buckshot spoon, flutter spoon, but I don't really know yet. I got another one set up with a standard jig, so I don't need that. Wherever I'm going, I'm imagining that I'm going to have some sort of combination of walleyes, perch, crappies, yellow bass, maybe some largemouth, maybe the odd pike, something like that. So that should do the job for that. And we're going to go fish and see how it performs. What is up, fisher people? We are on Clear Lake trying to catch walleyes finally, and I have a fish on the bottom that's come up and peeked at it once, but he didn't bite, obviously, because if he did, you would see him on my line right now.
That looked like a good mark too.
That probably was a walleye.
Honestly, and if it didn't hit and you don't have your thing glowed, it could have been a crappie.
Or a crappie, yeah.
I would actually guess crappie.
It was definitely not a 4-inch perch. Light's just starting to come up, so bob her down. Oh yeah.
Oh,
crappie.
All right. I'll take a crappie.
Oh, I got a mark all of a sudden too.
Yep, there you go. They might be starting to come through here.
Coming up.
He's a little small yet.
Hit it.
And back. Oh yeah, get some. Get some.
Oh, back down.
Well, that's what this one did.
True.
And then took a look
Follow him down there.
Plain gold Aberdeen hook and a minnow. They love that stuff too.
Still there.
Well, at least, okay, that makes me happy that now I've seen a crappie come through because it's been nothing but walleye sitting here. And that was already like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago.
I mean, I'd be fine with nothing but walleyes, but
right.
If you could catch just as many walleyes and the crappies too, though, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
What do you want? 6 walleyes or 6 walleyes and 12 crappies?
Yes.
Come on, buddy. Get aggressive, will you?
Don't tell me it's just a parallel perch.
Got whatever it is. It's a crappie.
Oh!
Decent.
Holy buckets.
Decent.
Yeah, that's a
crappalicious.
Holy buckets.
Merry Christmas, crappie.
That's a nice fish. That's a keeper. Woo! That's got to go 11. Pretty big.
Well, that came out of nowhere.
I wasn't even paying attention.
Nice crappie.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. He had a pretty sizable chunk taken out of him at some point.
Muskie had fun with that.
Oh yeah. Well, you're still gonna die.
Well, I couldn't even get that hook set. Never marked it.
No kidding. Yeah, I'm over here just jigging and jigging and.
That's a fish.
That's a nice one.
Meanwhile, I'm trying like heck to get our jigs on my marker, but I don't know if the water clarity is good enough to get from the camera to the jig.
I feel like that's our problem. Really
all the way around, and I'm so jealous of some of the guys like in Canada that get some cool underwater footage, or Minnesota on these clear lakes, because
we have yet to find clear water.
The stuff that I fish in the Dakotas and Iowa just does not have clear enough water until later in the season.
Come on, man.
And even then, sometimes it's not great. You got another one?
Oh yeah, I think there's at least 2. Looks like.
That mark showed up above my jig just instantly.
Yep. I told you
on top of it, and it was twice the size of my jig. Oh.
Set it. Oh, nope. Yep, we're stuck. Okay, let it go, let it go, let it go.
No,
it's me. You got me. I was like, set it just in case.
I thought it was stuck, but...
Yep. He was right.
Oh, my fish is still there, too. Come on.
Go get some.
Come on.
Oh. That's another 10-incher.
Oh, here we go. Right as I drop down, now I got a minnow head on. Do it. That might be more perchy. Came up right on the drop though. You sure like that?
Heck yeah.
Just drop it down again.
Yes!
There we go. Nice
Yeah.
wally.
Yep, he didn't hesitate to hit.
Didn't get that on camera either, but
Darn it. Oh, that's
they're just
nice.
like coming in from the side so hot and surprising us.
Yeah, because I had marked something that came up and went back down. Open your mouth, goodness sakes. Oh, it's in there. I always, when you catch something that's bigger, you always be like, don't lose it, don't lose it, don't lose it. Stay hooked. That's a nice walleye.
Yeah, that's
We'll hang on
16.
to that guy. Oh yeah, we'll hang on to that guy.
Well played.
Alright, well, somebody's on the chew today.
Well, I'm definitely
Just
switching
go.
spoons. Yeah, once they decide to bite, like you don't even mark them right now.
That's just really, I hate this little booger.
So what's the ticket there, Jen? What are you using?
What do I have? I think they're 12 ounce size. It's a VMC tumbler. VMC tumbler. I think they're the 12 ounce size. And you got the gold version of Fire Tiger, and I've got the greenish. Yours is probably Perch Tiger, and mine is Perch or something. I can't remember the names of these things, but I've got the silver and green. You've got the gold and green and orange.
This jig leaves quite the trail on my
Doesn't
XLR
it?
now. Holy cow. How high are you going to go?
Might have to, not that high. You wanted to though.
Not closing the deal over here. He's coming up to my dead stick now. I'm just going to hold it.
Yeah, just hold it. See what happens. Oh, nice.
That's really tiny.
Oh, perch.
It is the perch. A perchy perch.
That probably goes 7 inches.
Oh, walleye. Walleye on the camera.
Come on, walleye.
I keep missing those walleyes coming through.
I didn't even see it either. I missed it.
The fairways in the distance.
Oh, we
on
need
the
to
mark.
shut your
Probably.
window thing too. Minimize that glare.
What don't they like about that? Oh! Missed him.
Get back down. Really? Come on. Probably because you dropped down, he's gonna come check you out. It's just up and down over here. What the problem is?
It's tough if those walleyes bite.
No,
4 or 5 on the camera now.
not very good odds, and we only caught one.
Mhm. Are you gonna eat or not? What's your deal? And Gonzo.
Oh,
Now he's back. Come on, you're still there. Just do it. Why? Why?
Back to the bottom.
Are you gonna come up a third time? Yep, he's coming up a third
Oh
time.
my god, I need some popcorn for this marathon.
Mm-hmm. Judas. Down again. And it doesn't look like
You still doing
4-inch perch mark.
that? No.
So one of the things that's definitely different about Clear Lake this year is the fact that something happened late in the fall before it froze over that knocked all the weeds down or killed them off or something. So we're used to having tons of weeds.
Like a foot to 2 foot.
A foot to 2 foot of
Everywhere
weeds,
you
if
drill the
not
hole.
3, out to what, 10 foot of water usually?
Oh yeah.
Maybe 12?
Yep.
Where the weed line ends. And there's really no weeds to speak of this year. So I think, A, it's harder to find fish without the cover, but I think that's also why they're a little more finicky today. Because if they're ambushing out of cover, you get a lot more aggressive fish. They're not as worried about things. But they're just very spooky today, although I got something coming up here to this one.
Yeah, I got marking one too.
But it's
There's
hard
a
to get
lot
them
of
to
looking.
commit because they're used to having more weed line cover. Unless you're fishing right at sunrise, right at sunset, which we were.
Yeah, I think that's why we did so well right off the bat.
But we still did, like, we saw those 4 walleyes come through and not catch but one of them, and we didn't see that one on the camera, which is whatever. But so yeah, I don't know. It's just a different thing out here. What that means in terms of, I don't know. You get the bite, obviously downsizing, slowing down, whatever. But it is a nice overcast day. That should help things
It's
a little bit.
Perfect day. It really is. Must
And
be
there's
too nice
still,
out.
yeah, And there's still, you know, you can see a little bit of weed junk on the bottom, but it's
They're
not.
only like 3-4 inches high.
It's not something a fish can hide in.
No, because what we had the most of was that curly leaf pondweed. That stuff was great.
Some of the perch are bigger. It's kind of surprised me, never marked it.
You come out of the blue too?
Yeah.
Nice.
Seems like all the fish you catch that are worth catching just kind of zip
Yeah.
right off the side of the screen.
It doesn't mean we don't still get frustrated with the ones that
Oh yeah,
don't
for
bite,
sure.
but.
For sure.
Measure that K. Oh, wait, it's like 9.
Get your tail down.
9.5.
9.5.
That's a good one.
What to eat?
That's a good one. I got a nice mixed bag today. We got bored. Brett took off. I went and punched some new holes just in case we thought we was going to move, and he's been gone about 60 seconds, and I think I just got a nice 11-inch crappie there. So, snooze you lose, bud. Seriously.
Just saw the 11th and 12th walleye cruise through the Markham, and then a crappie shortly thereafter. Now, granted, that is like 6 foot away from our tent, but you would think we could get one of these fish to bite once in a while.
Or at least come and investigate. We don't even mark them.
Yeah, we don't even
mark them.
We've yet to mark a single fish on a Vexilar that cruised through that camera. That was a pair of walleyes. I haven't seen that. Everything else has been solo.
Mm-hmm.
And then a crappie following it.
I don't know if the water clarity is just that bad down there that
They can't see 6 feet over here.
you think if out of all the fish, walleye should be able to see a really long ways.
Yeah.
And feel all of this.
Well,
all of that.
I've tried to give it a few good rips when we see those on the camera too, just to
Yeah,
get their attention, and
right.
I don't. But when they move through the camera, like I haven't gotten very many of them on the camera because they're in and out and they're just booking.
I barely get a chance to see the tail spot.
Yeah.
By the time
They're
you
not
say something.
lingering around at all. So we seem to be in a decent little travel route here, but it's not equating to catches. And we didn't catch anything on the little scouting holes. We didn't even mark anything out there. It's just not an on day so far.
But the ones that are hungry hit hard.
Mm-hmm.
Or the ones that
There's
are big
another
enough,
walleye
I
right
suppose.
there. Going right to left through the screen.
I caught that whole one. Did you get that? You got that one?
Yeah, it's still running.
Right. Finally. Got the whole thing.
So
He
we
didn't
had
look very big, though.
No. That's 3 walleyes through the camera in 2 minutes.
That's nuts.
And a crappie.
That's nuts. Considering that day, I mean, I caught, a dozen, and they were anywhere from 8 to, what was my biggest that day? 15.5, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm actually really shocked that they're not coming to investigate.
They're not interested.
That makes no sense. We're really interesting people. I
Yeah.
feel like they should want to come meet us.
Yeah. I'm not intimidating, am I?
Not even a little bit.
Okay. Well, from the few fish that I've caught so far, I can say that this Plusinno rod, I felt every bite that I've had. It's plenty sensitive, handled the fish very well. Again, the reel isn't the smoothest reel I've ever had, but it's not that big a deal with the ice fishing. So yeah, it's not going to be, $100 amazing ice rod combo, but for a starter deal, it catches and feels bites as good as anything else I have, just not quite the smoothest reel. I wouldn't have a problem using this every day, but I'd like to catch more fish on it today. That I can say.
Period.
For sure.
Just period. More
Yeah.
fish, period. But definitely with that rod. And from a girlish perspective, it's really pretty.
Yeah,
Pretty rod.
it's got your nice
It's
little.
a pretty rod.
It's very Christmassy.
Jenny likey.
Red with little neon yellow
Mm-hmm.
wraps there.
And back down. Oh my god. And back up.
These fish need a drink.
Yeah.
They're very inhibited.
The drink would help immensely. I need a drink.
Apparently, I got something else for Christmas too besides this rod.
Oh, you do. Merry Christmas, buddy.
Merry Christmas. To me again. I didn't buy anything. Now I feel like an idiot.
You sprung for minnows.
I did buy minnows.
You bought minnows.
Christmas present unboxing on the lake.
So that there is my #1 favorite tungsten jig.
Got it?
I didn't want to share before because I only had one left. And then I found them on eBay.
Nice.
And so I figured you needed one after you lost one at Indian Lake that day.
Flashlight, bottle opener, line cutter, carabiner.
Yeah.
Now I got it all.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And hopefully you enjoyed some of this video. If you did, hit the like button, say so. If you want to get a Plusinno ice fishing rod, if you're just getting started ice fishing, remember you can use the code BRETTFISH, BRETTFISH, to get 10% off, and also give me a little commission to help me out on my channel, and maybe subscribe to the channel while you're at it. And we'll see you later, fisher people.